Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here, and you may be noticing you can see me. Hello. Trying something new today. We'll see how it goes. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think. I know it may be different for those of you who have been with me for a while. Maybe you don't like it, maybe you do. I would love to know what you think, but I thought it would be kind of cool to give this a try. We'll see how it works. I've kind of made a makeshift green screen behind me so that I can just kind of be superimposed right under the game. I probably won't do this all the time, but it might be something I do from time to time just to kind of let people see my face a little bit. Also, wanted to just real quickly respond to those of you who I didn't personally get a chance to respond to let you know, yes, Ultimate General Civil War is coming, probably Sunday or Monday. You should see the next video in the Confederate series of Legendary Mode, which I believe I'm into the Antietam campaign now. So that's where we'll be picking up where we left off there. Also, Friday evening, probably 8 p.m. Eastern Time-ish, I'm going to try to do a live feed, kind of a broadcast live, playing through a historical Gettysburg. Haven't decided which side I'll be yet. Let me know what you think, if you have a preference, or I could do a different battle altogether, but I'll probably do a historical battle of some kind on Ultimate General Civil War, or I could do a custom battle. I haven't quite decided yet, so let me know what you think. But probably around 8 p.m.-ish, if all goes well, I'll be broadcasting live. So we'll give that a try, and we'll see what happens with that, and if it goes well and I get all the kinks worked out, something we'll do more of in the future. But back to Episode 2, playing as Integralist Brazil. I am a fascist Brazilian nation. In the build-up to World War II, it is now April of 1938. Obviously, war is coming sooner rather than later, and I would fully expect it's probably coming by the end of this episode. If not for me, certainly for the world as a whole. So I'll drop in and out as I have been doing, and if anything of note happens, I will come right back in with that. All right, well, there's something important we're gonna do here. We can actually go to a war economy now. Let's go ahead and make that change. We also completed our national focus, nationalism. Go ahead and take a look and see where things stand now. We're over here. See if we got enough. Still don't have enough factories to be able to meet the requirement to get that second extra research slot. We've got another one. We've got technology sharing down here that'll come in handy once the time comes. Nationalism focus gave me. It's going to give me a boost to daily fascism support, which I need to do right now because of the encroaching support for democracy that is being thrust on me by the United States right now. We're going to go to militarism, which is going to basically double my recruitable population. It's going to give me about 1 million available troops, and I'm going to need every bit of them because I'm anticipating I'm going to end up at war with the United States at some point. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything else coming up. Not for about a month or so. We'll have a few things happening. So, all right, it's June 1938. See, the world tension's gone down just a little bit, so we'll see what happens. All right, and just as I dropped out, we have the diplomats from Germany and the Soviet Union. Oh, we got a couple things happening here. Concluded what observers are describing as a historic agreement today with the signing of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. This was basically the peace treaty, the non-aggression pact between the Soviets and the Germans, which freed Germany up to be able to go ahead with their plans for war, including dividing up Poland when the time came, which was a good idea for Germany. It was a bad idea when they violated it a few years later. But here we've got, it looks like the Communist Party of France has basically dissolved. So basically France is saying we're not going that way. All right, so that's that. Okay, so a couple of technologies wrapping up here. We've got our first land doctrine complete in the mobile warfare tree. We're going to go ahead and start working on a second one. We'll basically just keep one of these threads of research always working on land doctrine as we move along here. Let's go ahead and take a look at industry for just a minute, see if there's anything of worth going on here that we can focus on. We're not into 1939 yet, but we're getting close. Okay, armor. I don't think I'm going to focus on that too much right now. I think we'll just kind of continue working on our infantry for now. We'll go to support weapons 2. We got outdated equipment and production. We can go to the next level of infantry equipment. Gonna need a whole lot of it, about 16,000 to upgrade everything. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. We'll just upgrade it as it goes along with what I'm producing. I'm mostly focusing on trying to get these extra tanks into the field. I'm up to almost 7 a week. Even when this episode started, I was still only producing 4 a week. So that's getting better. Let's go ahead and take a look at modify government, see if there's anything else we want to do here. We're not going to go to closed economy. Limited conscription. Let's go ahead and start working that way. That gives up to 840,000 in manpower, and that's going to go even higher here pretty soon when we complete militarism. I also want to start looking at diplomacy a little bit. I don't have a lot of points since I just spent them, but Peru is a fascist government. Let's go ahead and improve our relations with them. We want to get along nicely with them. They're also working on militarism right now. So they're basically kind of going down the same road that I am. I really need to start focusing on military factories, though, because I've got a lot of manpower, but they're kind of bottled up getting them into the field because I only have 6 military factories. So we'll start working on that, and we'll see where we can aggressively expand to make this happen. All right, so a number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris today for a founding conference, laying the groundwork for what has been known as the Fourth International. Calls for its formation have existed for years, with supporters of Trotsky's theories taking the lead. Stalin has responded to the growing support for Trotskyism abroad by ordering the additional assassinations and increasing propaganda against his old rival. With the past purges of suspected Trotskyists in the high ranks of the Soviet military and leadership in recent memory, this is unlikely to be met with any resistance. All right, so it doesn't really affect us too much. What does is the need for more steel. As we're producing, as we're getting more efficient with the tanks that we're rolling out, there's a need for more steel. So not that much, though. Okay. So let's take a look and see where we are with some things. We're still rolling out some more military factories, so that's good. What are we up to now? Oh, over one tank a day, so that's good. They're happening a little more frequently. All right, I think that's about all I need to worry about for now. Got about a month until the next research is done, but militarism is just about complete. Going to see that manpower number go up again. It's up to 3 million now. Man, if I could just rush them all into the field. I got to really start converting over to some military factories here. German demands for the Sudeten territory in Czechoslovakia, which is home to considerable German minority, have intensified. So no war this year then. All right, so let's take a look. Germany has acquired the Sudeten land. So as you can see, Czechoslovakia just got a little skinnier right there as they kind of acquired that land around there. And their aggressive expansion is just going to continue until eventually they invade Poland, probably in a year or so if they're sticking to history. Military youth. That gives me another bonus in recruitable population. The most important thing there is the increase to the popularity of fascism. Let's see where that is right now. That's interesting. It's only 44% popularity. So I guess we'll do that. Because we're going to work all the way down here to technology sharing, hopefully. Alright, and then we really need to... Okay, I'm up to 7 military factories. I need dozens of those things in the worst way. So, I guess I could probably start thinking about converting factories. So we'll rush that up. Alright. Alright, excavation 1 is complete. Where do we go next? We're almost into 1939, so we can kind of look at these now, I think. The question is, where do we want to go? Let me look at engineering for just a minute. Alright, there's another reduction in research time. It's going to take a while, 220 days, but probably worth it. I did get my first armored division in the field finally. They're up here. I'm going to have to think about what I want to do militarily once war breaks out. Gonna need more steel again. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna go after Colombia first, but I don't know if that's gonna be the way to go. I guess it depends on how seriously the United States is gonna take its promise to defend the nations of America. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so the Mediterranean has long been a region of great strategic value to the imperial influence of the United Kingdom. Now the British government is looking for further support from countries in the region. To that end, they have appointed a special consul to the Turkish state. All right, we got military youth completed. I'm going to go ahead and select an infantry expert, which is going to give me a little bonus to infantry division attack and defense on my military high command. We are now at 3.76 million in manpower because of these things we've done here. Paramilitarism is going to reduce division training time, so that'll be nice. And I think I've got, in about 3 weeks, I've got support weapons 2 will be completed. I'm thinking we'll start justifying a war goal against Colombia just so we've got something kind of available to us when the time comes. Let's go ahead and just start working on that. Doesn't mean we'll do it, but it means we're able to if we so choose. Alright, so here's the things that are going to start, these events are going to start triggering, basically just kind of talking about us ramping up for war against Colombia. There's support weapons 2. Improved infantry equipment, motorized. I'm thinking mountain infantry might be a good idea, being where I am. But let's look at some support companies too. You know what? I guess motorized we're going to go first. So that's going to really, it's going to be a while. It's going to be about 4 months before anything is done in terms of technology. Next thing that'll happen will be paramilitarism. We're going to have to go ahead and start shifting this army up here to help support the attack on Colombia. I'll probably shift this other army over here to defense because if we go to war with the Allies, I'm going to have to deal with those units, or those territories there. All right, it's 1939. I'm queuing up some more infantry units because I think I can probably field more of those than I'm currently focusing on. Let's also go ahead and look at what else we can add. Doesn't look like there's much we can add until I research some other things. How about in the armored divisions? We could add support artillery and engineer company to them. Let's go with engineers. We'll save that. And there's another infantry division freed up and ready to go. I'm still deploying them down here. I probably should change that, but I'll leave it for now. Let's see. When are we going to be complete? Oh, boy. German troops have crossed into Bohemia and Moravia, ostensibly to restore order to the regions in the wake of the collapsing Czechoslovakian government. So, basically, the Germans have just kind of rolled into Czechoslovakia and gathered up whatever they didn't already take when they took the Sudetenland. So now they've got all of it here. And I guess you just leave Slovakia kind of by itself doing its own thing. So let's go ahead and see. Justification is going to end in August, right before the historic war broke out when Germany invaded Poland. So, all right, we'll kind of press on here. After we choose ideological fanaticism, it's going to give me a nice bonus to national unity and a bunch of other things. Allows kamikaze strike air missions. Don't think we'll be doing that, but let's go ahead and do that anyway. And we can create factions. Oh, that's cool. Maybe we'll create our own fascist faction in South America rather than joining the Germans. All right, so some more things happening just between us, kind of a war of words with Colombia. Also, Italy has joined the Axis, so there you have that. It's February 1939. The Axis is growing, and we need to get ready to invade Colombia. Maybe. And also need more steel. Well, the U.S. is happy we keep getting more steel from them. Alright, there's our next land doctrine. And I'm just kind of looking around, and there are a number of other fascist nations in South America. Venezuela's fascist. I haven't finished looking at all of them yet. We've got a number of democratic. I think Paraguay is communist. Argentina is non-aligned. Uruguay is democratic. So there's a few folks I could get to join my little fledgling faction, should I choose to create one. That's something I guess I got to think about a little bit before I decide to do it. If I don't do it in this episode, maybe that's something I throw out to you. Should I create my own faction? Should I go to war against the Colombians? Should I wait and join the Axis? What do you think? You know, I'll probably wait a couple days before I do the next episode. So, you know, kind of throw your thoughts in there, what you think should happen. Citing that the Roman Empire is a forerunner to the modern Italian state, Italy has claimed that an independent Greek state has no right to exist. Instead, the Greek territories must acknowledge Italian supremacy in the Aegean or have it seized by force. The UK is not alone in seeing the threat rising in Central Europe, with their status as an independent nation guaranteed by the now challenged Treaty of Versailles, or with fascist powers in their aggressive rhetoric claiming right to their territory. Several states have seen the need to lead a pro-British policy. The United Kingdom has responded to this development by redoubling their diplomatic efforts in the region. All right, and with that, we have finished ideological fanaticism. I can't do this yet. I don't have the available tools for that. So we are on to deciding where to go next. And honestly, I think probably the place to go is Army Effort. So we'll start working on these things. Italy declared war on Greece. There we go. That's the first decent-sized war has just broken out in Europe. Greece joined the Allies. So this may be going down sooner rather than later. All right, let's pause for just a second here because we have nothing going down right now. So we're going to build some more military factories. I only got a few places I can put those. And that's where they're going to go. So let's queue up a bunch of those. And I just want to take a look real quick at what's going on here. We do have 13 military factories now because I converted a few civilian factories, but also have built some new ones. So we're now making 4 tanks a day. So that's nice. Infantry equipment's actually just about caught up as well. So we'll kind of start focusing back on infantry equipment a little bit. I'm going to have motorized done here pretty soon, so that's going to open up some new options as well. And let's look at military high command. I guess at some point I'm going to have to start focusing on an air force of some kind. So we'll hang on to those government points for now. I don't see really anything else of use at the moment. Alright, so as you can see, I paused and jumped back in here because the war is on. It is April of 1939. Italy, Germany, Slovakia are now at war with Greece, the United Kingdom, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, British Raj, which is India, South Africa, British Malaya, and Poland. And I would imagine more will join. Pretty evenly matched at the moment so far, so we're going to have to watch those events closely. And then decide accordingly what I want to do. Okay, a couple things happened. Computing machines complete. German forces advancing in Poland have succeeded in capturing Warsaw. Poland has capitulated. We didn't expect any less from the Germans as they march across the land there. Alright, concentrated industry 3. Let's continue to improve our factory output a little bit. I want to look at trade real quick. Make sure I'm not trading for anything unnecessarily. Doesn't look like I am. Okay. Just want to watch for a minute here because I'm concerned I'm just not producing enough. Quickly enough. Let me take a look and see. It's infantry equipment that I'm lacking right now. So I think I'm going to have to start shifting some of my production away from tanks and back over to infantry equipment for a little while. Just so I can start getting some more divisions into the field. Because I'm just about where I need to be with tanks now. I only need 28 more to be kind of fully stocked. Alright, we're going to be coming up on... There's motorized. So that's going to give me some new options that I'm not going to explore just yet. No, you know what? Let's start looking at air power. I feel like, I mean, he's got, what, 33 divisions there. I mean, even if I throw everything I've got at him, I've only got 28. So, I'm thinking the way that I'm going to go is to create a faction with Peru, Venezuela, and go at Colombia with all three. But, of course, I also wonder if it might be better to wait until I can build up my military some more. And then wait until the United States... Oh, man, the Soviets just declared war on Germany. Didn't see that coming. That is very ahistorical. Not how that went down historically, and it certainly didn't happen in 1939. All right. So, kind of thinking hesitating and waiting is the way to go. Not sure. Like I said, love to hear your thoughts on that. I'm probably going to cut this episode short just so I can hear what other people think. Obviously, there's a... Lithuania has given in a German ultimatum demanding the surrender of the old Prussian territory of Memel. So I just want to get your thoughts on the direction you think I should go. Should I just sit tight and do nothing? Should I join the Axis? Or should I create my own faction with Peru, Venezuela, go after Colombia as I'm planning to do? Or should I sit back and wait to build up my military a little bit? You can see Germany... going after the Soviets. So we've got two different wars here. We've got the Italian-Greek War, which is basically Germany versus the Allies. Italy has pretty much overrun Greece. Then, of course, we have the separate war, the Soviet-German War, which is going to really get bloody and really quickly. You can see the Soviets have already lost almost 100,000 men. In the meantime, we got to try and keep throwing as many divisions into the field as I possibly can, because I'm going to need way more than I currently have. Production-wise, yeah, I need quite a bit of infantry equipment. It looks like I'm stocking up on tanks, though. So maybe we can go ahead and add another armored division that we're queuing up. But, once I am at the place where I've got that justification done, which is coming up here pretty soon in August, I think I'll wrap up this episode just so I can kind of leave those questions out there for everyone to offer their input, what you think I should do. I'm also getting close on doctrine effort. That's going to come down right about the time that I'm done with my justification. Alright, so there's the justification. It's August 17th, 1939. Just to kind of review the wars and where those are at right now, you can see that the Soviets, on their side, they've lost 215,000, 154,000 on the German side, the Axis side. The Italian-Greek War, about 171,000 losses on the Axis side, twice that many on the Allied side, most of those being Polish troops. And Poland, of course, is out of the war now. We're going to complete doctrine effort here. And, whoa, okay, Germany just declared war on Denmark and the Netherlands by Japan. War in Southeast Asia, obviously. A lot happening. A couple more countries just got brought into it. Let's go equipment effort. And we're going to stop right there with a couple of really big questions as far as what I should do. My gut tells me to wait, that I'm not at the place militarily that I can take on Colombia, at least not on my own. Now, maybe with Venezuela and Peru, I can do that. But tell me your thoughts. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about the whole seeing my face while I'm playing. If that's something you do like, you don't like, or you're just not used to it yet, that's fine. Check out some of my other videos. I will have, as I said before, live broadcast coming tomorrow night, probably 8 p.m.-ish on Friday Eastern Time. Obviously, life may get in the way of that. I have 3 kids. I have a wife who may require my time. So I'll try to set that up so I'll be free at that point. But things happen, so we'll see what happens, and hopefully I can make that work. And we will see you again very soon. Keep an eye out for some more videos coming up this weekend. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you want to see more of these videos. Let me know what you think about what I should do, and I'll come back in a couple of days, and we'll see how it turned out.